All right. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat, please. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. You can hear me, please? I know it's late, okay? But I just, listen, something came across my desk right before I decided to go to bed. And I said, I have two choices. I can bring it to y'all tonight or I can bring it to y'all first thing in the morning. Now, what I decided was that I would bring it to y'all tonight so that I would sleep in the morning. Because remember, last Saturday, I got up early and we was live at like 9 o'clock in the morning, child. So something came across my desk that I just had to bring y'all. Now, y'all know we've been following this Xscape drama all week. And I knew it was only a matter of time before Rocky's alleged mistress. Right, Pam? I said I was going to sleep, child. But I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Like, I am going to sleep in. Like, I will probably be in bed till about noon tomorrow. I'm not going nowhere in the morning unless it's something I forgot that I have to do tomorrow, child. So I knew it was only a matter of time before Rocky's alleged mistress was going to come through here and say something to the people. Now, for those who don't know the story, we're talking about Xscape. We're talking about Latasha, her husband Rocky, and the alleged mistress. Now, if you guys remember back last, maybe October-ish, this woman came down to social media and said that her and Tasha's husband Rocky had been having an affair for the last however long, child, and that she actually was pregnant or had a baby by him. Then almost immediately, like the next day, she came down and said, "Oh, somebody hacked my account. That wasn't me. It's not true. I don't have a baby by Rocky. We weren't having an affair. Somebody hacked my account." Now, listen, we talked about it here probably during a tribe meeting. And I told y'all then, I ain't believe her. Because I said, who will hack your account, ma'am? Nobody even knows who you are. And even if somebody randomly hacked your account, why would they randomly choose Rocky, Latasha's husband from Xscape, of all people, to say that you got them that you was having an affair? Like, if you're gonna lie on somebody say that you was having an affair with Ursha or Chris Brown, or I don't know, 5,000 other people that I could come up with, right? But then a couple of days after that, she came back and said, he threatened me. And that's why I lied, because I was afraid. But it's true. Me and him had an affair, and I have a baby. Now, that was the last I heard of it. Because, after I didn't follow it after that. But I believed her then. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying that I believe her. Because, again, why would somebody randomly hack your account and say you was having an affair with this man that don't nobody pay attention to? Who thinking about Rocky? This is the most attention Rocky done got in 10 years. Who thinking about Rocky? So anyway, with that being said, listen, I know it's late, y'all, but when y'all come in, if y'all could just hit that like button, it's appreciated. Like I said, I know a lot of people ain't going to come through because it's the middle of the damn night. But we're going to do this live. And like I said, it was either do it tonight or do it first thing in the morning. Now, listen, the alleged mistress then came down to the Instagram to say her piece. Now, we're going to listen. Now, she got a real thick Louisiana accent. I think Louisiana accents are probably one of my favorite accents in the world. But she got a thick one. I don't know if, I'm assuming she's from that area. But let's listen to what Mama has to say. Okay?
I have been sitting here trying to keep it cool. But I don't need Tasha doing no interviews on my baby. I don't need Tasha doing no interviews on my baby. Y'all want to interview on my baby? You contact me. The only people that can give you interviews on my child and my situation is the two people that was involved. Well, guess what? Other people know about it too. So I ain't gonna say two people. But the only people that could give you information is me and him. And y'all know he ain't about to give it. He ain't about to give it. He already showed what the fuck he is. He already showed me who the fuck he is. He ain't about to be, or whatever y'all looking at, or whatever y'all going off of. But that ain't his reality. That ain't his reality. How the fuck you gonna do a damn reality show? It ain't even your fucking reality. Because I have been sitting here trying to keep it cool.
So she's upset because she's responding to Tasha in one of these interviews that, you know, they've been doing press all week for the show, and Tasha's been doing press for her album that ain't nobody gonna buy. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Somebody's gonna buy that album. But she said, you doing interviews about my baby. Now listen, something I probably haven't said all week. In defense of Tasha, she ain't done no interviews about your baby. She was asked about it in the interview she did this week with Big Tigger and Shamia. Shamia said, listen, I gotta ask you, a couple of months back, a woman claimed that there was a side baby. Is it true? Tasha said, it's not true. There was no affair. There is no baby. That's all the woman said. Now listen, I've been dragging Tamika all week. I have been giving Tamika the blues all week. Latasha, excuse me. I have been giving her the blues all week. But on this one, she ain't said nothing about that baby. She was asked, and all she said was, there is no baby. There was no affair. Now, that might be a lie. I don't know. I don't know if Latasha know or doesn't know. But what I do know is she didn't bring it up. And she damn sure didn't do an interview about your baby. But okay, let's get to the rest of this, child. Let's get to the rest of this. I should have screen recorded it so I could stop it when I wanted to. But anyway, hey, y'all coming in. Hey.
I have been sitting here for years. So you know what it is. There's no way you could be with somebody all these years and you're not with them 24/7. And, you know, you've been hearing shit about the man. I didn't even know he was wilding like that. That's why I left. If y'all want to know. If I still wanted to be with him, I could still be with him. I left because I saw that he was out here wilding. You ain't about to disrespect me. You ain't about to do that to me. So I'm like, I'm not, you ain't about to play with me like this. Fuck no. So I dipped because I don't play that shit. So that's when people was talking about home wrecking and all of this. No, I was under the impression that I was it. And he was getting out of that. But if I know that he out here doing this and that and just wilding, you can miss me with that bullshit. I'm not with that shit. You're not about to have me out here looking stupid.
Okay, now let's pause right there. Like I said, I should have screen recorded this. Ma'am, did you hear what you just said? See, this is why people just need to just be quiet. She said, how you going to be married to this man all these years? You know you're not with him 24/7. And I know you heard, basically she's saying, Tasha, I know you done heard the rumors of your man cheating on you. Then she said, I'm not no home wrecker. I didn't know that he was in a relationship. Well, if you didn't know, how you expect Latasha to know? If you claim you didn't know this man was married, how you expect Latasha to know he had a mistress? But then you contradicted yourself. You immediately contradicted yourself and said, I thought I was the only one. Because he told me he was getting out of that, meaning getting out of his marriage. So, man, which one is it? Did you know he was married, but you thought he was getting ready to leave his wife? Or did you think, man, I'm going to let y'all listen to it again. Y'all tell me if I'm putting 20 on 10. Tell me if I'm putting 20 on 10. I'm going to let y'all listen to it again. Because I was like, I need you to make it make sense.
Yes. So you know what it is. There's no way you could be with somebody all these years and you're not with them 24/7. And, you know, you've been hearing shit about the man. I didn't even know he was wilding like that. That's why I left. If y'all want to know. If I still wanted to be with him, I could still be with him. I left because I saw that he was out here wilding. You ain't about to disrespect me. You ain't about to do that to me. So I'm like, I'm not, you ain't about to play with me like this. Fuck no. So I dipped because I don't play that shit. So that's when people was talking about home wrecking and all of this. No, I was under the impression that I was it. And he was getting out of that. But if I know that
So you were under the impression that you were it, and he was getting out of that, meaning his marriage. So you knew he was married. You just thought you was the only side chick. I need you to make this make sense. You knew he was married. You just thought you was the only one. Oh, okay.
Cheers. So you know what it is. There's no way you could be with somebody all these years and you're not with them 24/7. And, you know, you've been hearing shit about the man. I didn't even know he was wilding like that. That's why I left. If y'all want to know. If I still wanted to be with him,
we didn't
I could still be with him.
We didn't ask for none of it.
I left because I saw that he was out here wilding. You ain't about to disrespect me. You ain't about to do that to me. So I'm like, I'm not, you ain't about to play with me like this. Fuck no. So I dipped because I don't play that shit. So that's when people was talking about home wrecking and all of this. No, I was under the impression that I was it. And he was getting out of that. But if I know that he out here doing this and that and just wilding, you can miss me with that bullshit. I'm not with that shit. You're not about to have me out here looking stupid. These years. So you know what it is.
Okay, so
there's no.
So he told her that they were separated. Okay, let's walk down that road for a minute. Where she think he was sleeping every night? I mean, was he sleeping with her every night? Because that could be the case. He may very well have been sleeping with her every night. What were him and Tasha living together during this time period? Because, you know, listen. Let's finish listening, child. Just a little bit more.
Period. You're not about to do that to me and disrespect me. The only reason I got up on here is because she went to the radio station and asked about my child and her demeanor with it. The way she said what she said. That's a trigger for you. You don't know what the fuck. I'm still healing. That's like you don't speak on my child. And then for you, your question is, the question was, is that outside baby? And you're like, no, there's no outside baby and stuff. Forget my situation. Let's not talk about my baby. Why he not taking paternity tests for these other babies that's out here? Why? Because a person who know that they ain't their child, they taking that shit so you can shut the fuck up and get the fuck out my face and keep it moving. When you know there's absolutely no chance because you being a good husband, period. You're not about to do that to me and disrespect me. The only reason I got up on here is because she went to the radio station and asked about my child and her demeanor with it.
First of all, ma'am, she didn't ask about your child. She was asked about your child. And again, her only response, I'm defending Latasha on this one. All she said was, there are no outside babies. There was no affairs. What else was she supposed to say? Now, you talking about you're not going to be doing interviews about my baby. Ma'am, you and your baby was 0.5% of the 100% that we've been talking about this week as it relates to Xscape. And it's, ain't nobody even saying nothing about it. I heard it in the interview when we talked about that interview. I jumped right over it because we don't care. But did you peep what she said when she said it's a whole bunch of babies running around Atlanta claiming Rocky? Did y'all hear that part? She said, forget about my baby. What about them other babies running around? What about them other babies that's trying to get paternity tests? I said, wait, what? Did y'all catch that? I'm playing one more time because we only got a little bit more to listen to. I'm playing one more time. I want y'all to catch it. Okay? Like I said, I should have screen recorded this, but
you're not about to do that to me and disrespect me. The only reason I got up on here is because she went to the radio station and asked about my child and her demeanor with it. The way she said what she said. That's a trigger for you. You don't know what the fuck. I'm still healing. That's like you don't speak on my child. And then for you, your question is, you know, I mean, the question was, is that outside baby? And you're like, no, there's no outside baby and stuff. Forget my situation. Let's not talk about my baby. Why he not taking paternity tests for these other babies that's out here? Why? Because a person who know that they ain't their child, they taking that shit. So you can shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my face and keep it moving.
Ooh, look at
when you know there's absolutely no chance because you being a good husband, period. You're not about to do that to me and disrespect me.
It's not an interview. It's not an interview. It's an Instagram live. She went to her Instagram live. I found this on Gossip in the City T at Instagram on Instagram. It's one word, Gossip in the City T on Instagram. That's where I found this. But she did a live. If you follow her on Instagram, I guess you can get the whole live, child. Who even know her Instagram name, child? Who even know her Instagram name? Now, there's people dropping tea all in the chat saying he got babies all over the United States. I got hoes.
Period. You're not about to do that to me and disrespect me. You ain't out here fucking with nobody, and you ain't out here fucking raw. You gonna be like, man, come on, we gonna take this so you can leave me the fuck alone. You gonna do that, but you haven't did that. You haven't did that. See, I don't know what's been told to you. I don't know what all he told you. He must have coached you for this interview or whatever. So all I'm saying is, it's a lot. But if you want to know, I could tell you. I could tell you the real. Because what you're not going to do, Rocky, is you're not about to threaten me. I'm not fucking scared of you. I ain't fucking scared of you. I'm not scared of you. You ain't out here fucking with nobody. And you ain't out.
Now, I find it interesting that you're not scared of him now, but you claim that your Instagram was hacked because then you said you were scared. So I don't know why you're not. And listen, let's be clear. I don't want nobody to be scared of nobody, okay? But we've been hearing all week about Rocky and his tactics, and I'm going to leave that right there. Listen, let me say this. Let me say this. This is my opinion. This is just me. This is my opinion. This really be. There's 131 people in the chat. Please just hit the link. Yeah, she did recant before, Pam. She did. Then she came back and said it was true, but that she was scared of Rocky. Now you're not scared of Rocky. You Billy Badass down to the Instagram over some nonsense. Because listen, here's the issue. If you want to tell your story, just tell your story. You can contact any number of people who will tell your story, okay? There are all sorts of bloggers. There are all sorts of gossip columns that will tell your story. I really think, I feel like she went to now Tasha K said, and you know it's Tasha K, but Tasha K said this woman can't be trusted, that this is what she does, that she just tells lies on celebrities. Now that's what Tasha K has said about her. I don't know if it's true or not, because again, we can't believe nothing Tasha K say either, child. But my thing is this: there are 1 million people that will tell your story. You can reach out to them and say, hey, I got a story to tell. And they'll listen. They will listen and they'll put it out there. Now, some people might require receipts. Like, I need to see some sort of evidence. Like, you can't just say this man, you're the baby daddy, and I'm just going to run with the story. I need some receipts. Pictures. I need something. I need some receipts. Okay? I need some receipts. But there are a lot of people that'll do the story without the receipts. So, ma'am, if you just wanted to tell your story, that's all you had to do. You did not have to come down here with this whole elaborate situation you got going on. All you had to do was tell your damn story, okay? But for you to act like you got mad because Tasha was speaking on your child, all she did was deny the fact that that child belonged to her husband. And that's what she's supposed to do. If this woman out here denying that she stole $30,000 from her sister, you know she's going to deny you. You know she's going to deny you. She ain't about to sit here and admit that you... What? Didn't Toucan Sam lie? Child, that's what I'm saying. We can't believe her. I don't believe Rocky is her child's father, and she hurt like them chicks on Maury. What you say? If we get the paternity test, we're going to have a Maury moment. You are not the father. Chi-Town. Now, Chi-Town, you dropping some gems in this chat now. You say you got college pictures. You got college pictures of what? Girl, hit me up in my DMs. You know how to find me on Instagram. Girl, hit me up in my DMs. You got college pictures or what? Because you said that you dropped some tea in the chat. I'm going to leave it at that. All I'm going to say is this. I'm not saying that this woman is lying or telling the truth, because I don't know her and I don't know her situation. But I do know that this whole situation is self-serving. If you really cared about your child as much as you claim that you're so upset about your child and this, that, and the other, then you would be handling this behind closed doors. File the paperwork, take him to court, make him take a paternity test, and if it comes back that he the daddy, put his ass on child support. Because you're not... See, this is the... All right, I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes of this because we all going to get ready to go to bed, child. Child, Tracy just put my Instagram in the chat. I love you, Tracy. Mwah! Tracy just put my Instagram in the chat, girl. Go on and DM me. Tell me what we talking about. Okay, I'm nosy. I want to know. But let me say this to y'all, and let me make this a life lesson. Now, I think most of y'all in my chat, if you catching this in the replay, y'all are probably in my age group somewhere so y'all know this lesson. But if there are any young people in the group, in my chat, any young followers, I need y'all to hear this. Come here. Come down front. Y'all make room for the young people. Let the young people come down. I need to talk to the young people for a second. Come here. Biology will make him a father. Okay? If he the daddy, that's biology. Okay? But there's nothing that's gonna make him a daddy. Biology will make him the father, but you can't make him a daddy. So you can take him to court. You can even prove paternity. But he ain't gonna never be a daddy. I just don't think so. That's my opinion. I don't know this man. But I don't think you gonna make Rocky be a daddy. And it sounds like that's what you want. It sounds like you want him to be a daddy. Ma'am, I need you to prove he the father first. Okay? Now, you can be mad. You can be triggered. You can be all of that stuff. But what you can't be, you can't sit here and be indignant. You can't be indignant because, ma'am, I understand what y'all said, that he told her that he was separated. Let me tell you, let me give y'all some really see, it's late. I'm about to tell y'all my business. I too was duped. I too was misled. I too, once upon a time, was led astray. I dated a man. See, this should be a members only live because I'm telling y'all my business. I normally only tell the members my business, but I'm going to give y'all this one. I dated a man who told me he was divorced. Now, he was somebody I had been friends with. I knew him. I knew him when he was married. We lost touch. Life happened. We met back up. Now he tell me he's divorced. Okay, he wasn't living with his wife no more. He's divorced. He was co-parenting, so he would pick his son up, drop his son off. It wasn't no thing. We dated for almost a year. I met his son, all kinds of stuff. It wasn't until this man had a stroke, and this real tea. It wasn't until this man had a stroke. I took my happy ass up to the hospital, thinking that I was going, my man is in sick. He done had a stroke. Now, Lord knew better because, I get there. Who's sitting by his side? His wife. Now, they wasn't together no more, but they weren't divorced either. I, too, was dating a married man and didn't know it. So all I'm saying is it can happen. It can happen. And I am much more diligent. Trust and believe. Next time a man tell me that he divorced, I look for the divorce decree. Do you hear me? You can't tell me you divorced no more, son. Somebody else ruined it for you. I need to see that divorce decree. Because in my mind, I was like, well, they don't live together no more. And I've met his child, and I already knew his mama. Because like I said, we used to be friends. Back in the day, we was friends. So his mama knew me. I knew him. His mama never said nothing. I mean, she wasn't supposed to. She was his mama. And I would have probably never known. Well, I mean, I guess one day. But yes, honey. So it happens. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that man did not lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and say that man did not lie to you because he may have lied to you. But here's what I'm going to say to you now. You know what it is now. You know what it is now. But it sounded to me like you are more angry that he's still with his wife. Because again, if this was about your child, you would be handling your business if it was about your child. No, I didn't know he was married. I sure didn't. I thought that he was divorced. He was legally separated. He was legally separated, but when he got sick, because he was still married and he had no power of attorney or anything, who's his next of kin? His wife. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. I was running my mouth. Child. Thank you for the super chat. Let me scroll back up. Claudia, she said, late night live. I'm loving it, child. Y'all got me working. Pam said, I'm the hardest working woman on YouTube, child. I'm going to sleep tomorrow, though. I don't care what happened tomorrow, child. I don't care. I don't care what happened tomorrow. Y'all ain't getting it till I wake up. I'm sleeping in the morning. Thank you, Pam. Pam said, get that raised, sealed divorce decree. Listen. Let me tell you something. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And as former President George Bush said, well, you're just not going to fool me again. You can't get it twice. Now, I'm going to be a fool once, but I ain't going to be a fool twice. Like I said, I learned that lesson. And thank God I learned it in that way. Like I said, baby, the way I rolled up in that hospital, listen, I'm going to do the story time and tell the whole story because there's more to the story than that. I gave y'all the short version. But members, y'all going to get the whole version. Members, I'm going to give y'all the whole story. I feel like I told y'all that story before. Because, baby, that thing was, it was almost a fight in ICU. That's all I'm going to say. And then I'm going to leave it at that. Members, y'all, I'm going to give members the whole story. Members, I'm going to give y'all the whole story. But, baby, it was almost a fight down to the ICU, honey. It was ugly. Was ugly. He told me he had only his child's mother gave me a fake first and last name, but the middle name was real. I found out on his brother's Facebook page he was married. You see what I'm saying? Child. Exactly. We lived through it. Been there, done that, got the postcard, child. Been there, done that, got the postcard. I had a girlfriend that dated a guy. He lied to her about being a doctor. She used to drop his ass off at the damn hospital. He had a badge and everything, but he worked at the hospital. But he wasn't a doctor. Sure would. Dropped his butt off dropped him right off at the hospital. And see, they were long distance, right? She lived in New York. He lived down here at the time, and she found out through snooping. She said stuff was starting not to add up, right? And she found out from snooping, honey. She was going through his stuff. But he lived in a nice place. He drove a Lexus. They did nice, expensive things. Like, you know what I'm saying? He lived a lifestyle. And she dropped him off at the hospital. And like I said, he had a badge and everything. I said, boy, I tell y'all, boy, people just be dirty. I don't remember what he did at the hospital, but he sure wasn't no doctor. Now that he won't. He was not a doctor. I know, Nay. I'm about to go to bed now. I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. But so for the people who are coming in late, because there's a lot of people coming in here, thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button, please. Rocky, Latasha's husband, the alleged mistress, has come down to the Instagram and did a live. Now, she called herself being mad. She called herself being mad because Tasha spoke on the baby in the interview. All Tasha said is that it wasn't no baby child. All Tasha said is that it wasn't no baby and it wasn't no affair. I feel like she used that as an excuse to come down here and get in the middle of all this Xscape drama, right? Xscape is in the news. Everybody's talking about, celebrity news, not the real news, child. Celebrity news. Everybody's talking about Xscape. And here she come down here. Now, for the people who came in late, I'm going to go on and play it one more time. I'm going to play it uninterrupted. I'm not going to talk through it. I'm going to play it one more time for the people who just came in uninterrupted so y'all can get it. Okay, I got it. Somebody just, a couple of people just started following me. Oh, okay. But I see you, Chi-Town. Yeah, Chi-Town, send me that info, girl. I'm nosy, girl. Ooh, I'm nosy, girl. I might have to talk about it. I won't tell nobody you said it, though. Okay, you about to message me now? Okay, boo. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. We're going to listen to it one more again. Like I said, I'm not going to talk through it. I'm just going to let it play. Y'all ready? All right, here we go.
I'm going to keep it cool. But I don't need Tasha doing no interviews on my baby. I don't need Tasha doing no interviews on my baby. Y'all want to interview on my baby? You contact me. The only people that can give you interviews on my child and my situation is the two people that was involved. Well, guess what? Other people know about it too. So I ain't gonna say two people. But the only people that could give you information is me and him. And y'all know he ain't about to give it. He ain't about to give it. He already showed what the fuck he is. He already showed me who the fuck he is. He ain't about to be or whatever y'all looking at or whatever y'all going off of. But that ain't his reality. That ain't his reality. How the fuck you gonna do a damn reality show? It ain't even your fucking reality. Because I have been sitting here trying these years. So you know what it is. There's no way you could be with somebody all these years and you're not with them 24/7. And, you know, you've been hearing shit about the man. I didn't even know he was wilding like that. That's why I left. If y'all want to know. If I still wanted to be with him, I could still be with him. I left because I saw that he was out here wilding. You ain't about to disrespect me. You ain't about to do that to me. So I'm like, I'm not, you ain't about to play with me like this. Fuck no. So I dipped because I don't play that shit. So that's when people was talking about home wrecking and all of this. No, I was under the impression that I was it. And he was getting out of that. But if I know that he out here doing this and that and just wilding, you can miss me with that bullshit. I'm not with that shit. You're not about to have me out here looking stupid. These years, period. You're not about to do that to me and disrespect me. The only reason I got up on here is because she went to the radio station and asked about my child and her demeanor with it. The way she said what she said. That's a trigger for you. You don't know what the fuck. I'm still healing. That's like you don't speak on my child. And then for you, your question is, the question was, is that outside baby? And you're like, no, there's no outside baby and stuff. Forget my situation. Let's not talk about my baby. Why he not taking paternity tests for these other babies that's out here? Why? Because a person who know that they ain't their child, they taking that shit so you can shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my face and keep it moving. When you know there's absolutely no chance because you being a good husband, period. You ain't out here fucking with nobody and you ain't out here fucking raw. You're going to be like, man, come on, we gonna take this so you can leave me the fuck alone. You're going to do that. But you haven't did that. You haven't did that. See, I don't know what's been told to you. I don't know what all he told you. He must have coached you for this interview or whatever. So all I'm saying is, it's a lot. But if you want to know, I could tell you. I could tell you the real. Because what you're not going to do, Rocky, is you're not about to threaten me. I'm not fucking scared of you. I ain't fucking scared of you. I'm not scared of you. You ain't out here fucking with nobody. And you ain't out here.
So that is on, if you go to Instagram, this came from Gossip in the City T. One word, Gossip in the City T. They have clips. Now, again, if you know what her Instagram name is, you can probably go listen to the whole thing. I was reading your comments. She does have a New Orleans accent, but I don't know where she's from, child. Well, I hope you feel better, Sunkissed. I ain't been feeling well either, but probably because I don't be asleep. But I'm about to go to sleep. When I get off here, baby, I'm going. to sleep. Again, like I said, do I believe Rocky might be out in them streets? Yeah, I do. I believe Rocky might be out in them streets. Do I believe her story? Don't know. But I know you mad over a whole lot of nothing. Girl, all the woman said was that there was no side baby and there is no affair. What's she supposed to say? Was she really supposed to go down to the big ticket show and be like, oh yeah, Rocky got about 4 or 5 kids around Atlanta, child? Like, what's she supposed to say? Is she supposed to acknowledge you? Man, no. She's not supposed to acknowledge you. She did exactly what she's supposed to do. Pay you dust and keep it moving. Especially if she's not going to leave him. What's the purpose of acknowledging you if she ain't going nowhere? Anyway. Thank you for the super chat, Pam and Catherine. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. Let me see if there's any. I don't think it was any. I just had my phone in my hand. But let me just make sure before I get off of here. I feel bad when I get off and then I realize I had a Cash App and I didn't thank nobody. Let me make sure before I get up off of here. No Cash App. Okay. I just want to make sure I just want to make sure I'm thanking the people. She just needed a reason. Exactly. She just needed a reason. Tracy said that the video, okay, she dropped the link where the video is. She dropped the link so y'all can go and go hear more. She blocked you. Spiritual gangster, how you get blocked? Y'all gonna stop getting blocked on these pages. You gotta listen. You just gotta stay in the bushes and listen. You know how many times I've been in Bishop Whitehead bushes? I don't say nothing. I don't drop down. I don't say, hey, hi, how you doing? I don't say nothing. Because I don't want him to block me. Right. She act like she got cheated on. Ma'am, you were the cheater. You were the one doing the cheating. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. And I ain't getting up till about noon. So if it happened before noon, we ain't talking about it. Because I'm going to sleep. But I will be back. Like I said, we're going to do Love and Marriage DC Live. And that's probably about it. I don't really have anything planned for tomorrow, but I never have stuff planned and I always end up doing stuff. So I don't even want to speak too much more on it. But I know right now I'm going to bed and I'm going to sleep until I get tired of sleeping. Right, Pam. We don't say nothing to him. Tracy be in there trolling him. Tracy be down in Whitehead bushes. I see you, Tracy. Tracy be trolling him. Tracy be trolling right here, child. I just be in the bushes screen recording. I just be in there trying to get my screen record on. Why are we like this? Child. All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. Thank y'all for being here. It's 200 and something of y'all in here in the middle of the night. Y'all so nosy. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It was being nosy, honey. But thank y'all for being nosy with me. I saw that and I said, you know what? Let me drop this before I go to bed. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all sleep well. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace.